Hello YouTube, it's AFOL man here, and I figured we would do a YouTube video. I'll try to remember not to look at myself in the screen and try to look at the camera. And I apologize if the audio is not wonderful. I don't have a mic, I'm just using the mic on the iPad. So what have you guys been up to? What have I been up to? I'm going to kind of give you a little channel update. Let you know how my life is with Lego and my other hobbies. I recently watched a Maniac for Bricks video, and I think he was talking about, somebody else was talking about this, but just the difference between collecting and being a hoarder, which is ironic because I just watched, randomly on YouTube, it fed me some hoarder videos because I don't have cable. I don't have Netflix right now. Sometimes I turn Netflix on, binge, and then shut it off. But I've managed to not turn it on for probably the last year. Even during this stay-at-home time, I've been staying so busy. I thought I was going to watch all these TV shows or movies. I'm older, obviously, so I'm kind of a Seinfeld fan. I've got the complete box set of Seinfeld. I was like, I'm going to watch all Seinfeld, but I don't ever have time. So that being said, YouTube randomly sent me these, or fed me these hoarder videos, and I watched them all, or I watched one, so then they try to get me to watch more, and they're gross. And I tell you, as soon as I watched those videos, I immediately wanted to sell stuff. As you guys know, you followed me for many years now here on YouTube, when I go into something, I go all in. Whether it's Lego, RC cars, gaming, Hot Wheels recently. I've been binging Hot Wheels. And I'll kind of go over what I commented on Maniac for Bricks. Sometimes, I don't know, there's more of I have more enjoyment of the thrill, the rush you get when you find that Lego set on sale, or that rare Hot Wheel, or get your hands on that amiibo that nobody can find, and almost even more so, I enjoy that feeling of buying it than even having it. Once I can't tell you how many video games I've bought that I never played, and then I ended up just selling later, or Lego sets I bought that I really didn't have room for, or didn't even end up building. There was Lego sets I bought, not the resale, but I wanted to build it, and then never built it. To be honest, I didn't do a video on it, but the last set I bought was the Fiat 500. The yellow, the new one that just came out. I haven't even built it, and I've been staying at home for the last 2 months with this whole situation, and I haven't built it. I don't know. That's kind of the way it's been with me with Lego recently. There's really nothing that I want. I don't have that urge to build anymore. Recently I was, playing around while I was out here in a Zoom meeting, just kind of goofing around with, some of the stuff I've already built and tinkering with it. I'll put a picture here of if I even edit this video, which I probably won't. But if you follow me on Instagram, I did just recently, while I was out here tinkering, I put some big wheels on my Mini Cooper that I had, turned into a convertible and whatnot. But anyways, I just haven't had the urge with as far as Lego. And to be honest with you, do I think I do think I border on that hoarder level, and I've discussed that with you guys before. If you remember, because if you remember this shed where I'm in the shed right now, and this side here is about 10 by 20, and I had this all Lego City. From the door, you just had a little path, you could barely get in here. And it was overwhelming. It's kind of, I don't like, I guess I get a little claustrophobic. when there's so much stuff. And even now, there's still, I got a beanbag over here. You know, there's radiator heaters behind me. I'm in the process right now of trying to thin down stuff out here. To be honest with you, I'm in the process of probably getting rid of a lot of stuff. You know, I'm out of work because of the situation with the virus. My wife's out of work. I'm not here to complain. I mean, everybody's out of work pretty much. She's getting unemployment. I'm not, so we're fine. And we really keep try to live simple. We have a small house, or a small house payment. It's almost paid for, and one car. I drive an old '91 Ford. I have a truck that is an antique, an old diesel. But you know, I really try not to overextend myself. But really, where I have overextended myself is this room right here that you're seeing, the man cave. This whether I invested in Lego or Hot Wheels or like I said gaming. It just seems like I go all in, even if I don't necessarily have the funds to do it. I'll put it on a credit card or whatever. But I've kind of come this Corona virus has kind of made me come to my senses, and I don't know if it's had the same effect on any of you out there, but I think it has. I think it probably will snap people out of that buying habit. Even before, I hadn't been buying Lego, but I had been buying a lot of Hot Wheels. Here, I'll just spin you around and show you my Hot Wheel wall over here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not looking, but I kind of got my little Hot Wheels display, and I kind of really started enjoying the hunt of going to the store, trying to see if there was any new Hot Wheels, any treasure hunts, any premiums, whatnot. And I haven't gone once. We've been really good about just staying home. I'm taking this very serious, this whole situation. And so I'm like, even if I do run into the store to get groceries, I don't want to spend that extra time to run over to try to see if there's, the last time I was actually at Walmart, they had a brand new bins, how they put those dump bins of Hot Wheels, and I just couldn't even get myself to dig into it. I was like, ooh, no thanks. It kind of reminded me of like the ball pit at Burger King or something. Germs. But so I think I don't even really want to go out and buy Hot Wheels. I mean, maybe also the factoring in that I have no job, and I don't know if I have a job kind of plays into that too. But just overall, it's a fine line between collecting and just going down that rabbit hole of almost becoming a hoarder, so to speak. Now, I think the main difference between a hoarder obviously and a collector, a hoarder can't let go of nothing, right? And they'll use that excuse, it was too good of a deal, which I'll say that too. If it's a really good price, I'll buy it, even if I don't want it. And I'll say I'm going to resell it and I'll never get around to it. But, a hoarder will go through trash. I'm like, you can't pass up that deal and then keep it and never want to get rid of it. I don't have that emotional attachment to my stuff out here. If I had to, I could leave it all tomorrow real easy. And I'm actually, as I mentioned, since I'm not working, I'm kind of liquidating the Lego. I've got everything in my BrickLink store about 40% off right now. I think I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to get out of even bricklinking. Now, I know I'm kind of like in my mind also thinking, well, you don't have a job, so you can make money on BrickLink. But I don't know. For me, where I live, some of you guys know I live in a rural area. Like the Walmart, I have one Walmart. That's it. No Target. The closest Target to me is an hour away. Okay, and that's 70 miles an hour. It's like 70 miles away from me is a Target. There's no Walmart That's the second Walmart's about 60 miles away. The closest is about 20. The Walmart right next to me never has Lego deals. You know, I have to travel. So I really don't find a lot of Lego deals. And I just feel like to make any good sales on BrickLink, you have to be adding all the time. You know, people nobody's going to come to your store because you haven't added anything new. You haven't added the new parts, new minifigs, different colors. Your store becomes almost stagnant. You know, I have so many bins of pieces that nobody's ever going to want. They're just going to sit there, you know, forever. So, you know, to get sales, you got to put everything cheap. Let me see. Let me wipe off this camera. It might help it a little bit. And then as you get everything cheaper, it's like, is it really worth your time and energy? Because it's a lot of work. You know, I give props to anybody with a BrickLink store. It's a lot of work categorizing, keeping it, and then, you know, shipping it out, printing. It's a lot. And if you can find good deals, you can make good money. But it's all about, you know, bulk. It's all about the level you're at, you know, because, I mean, you can make money selling anything if it's hot at the time, but you have to invest a lot of money. The more you have to invest, the more you're going to make. You know, I could buy one piece of property and sell it and make a little bit of money. But if I could buy 20 or 30 or 100 of that same piece of properties and then sell it off, I can make even more money. It's the same with Lego, you know, or with a BrickLink store. If you don't have the volume and you can't keep adding, you get stagnant. And since I'm not really collecting myself anymore, you know, I haven't really bought nothing. I'm not saying I won't ever buy anything. I'll probably buy the Lego Technic. I haven't even seen it, you know, when it comes out this summer. Or here and there, I might buy it. I've become kind of like, well, I don't even know how you describe it. I went from an AFOL to like a casual AFOL. I feel like as I go on from this point forward, and I mean, depends on what happens with the economy and life in general too. I'll probably buy one set a year or this and that, you know, when I feel like it, but not like I was. And really a lot of that YouTube was feeding into that. You know, I had to upload a new video, and if all my videos are just based off of, you know, Lego sets, I was like, I had to buy a Lego set so I could do a review, I could do a build, put it in the city, and whatnot. And so since I'm not even uploading videos, I have no drive to buy the newest set. And to be honest with you, I've been disappointed with some of the Lego stuff. As you guys know, I'm a big Nintendo fan. I'll point over here in the corner. See, I got the big boy Mario. You got the Bowser over there, and the old school Mario there. You know, so I was very excited to see the Lego is partner up with Nintendo. But man, when I saw those sets, I was like, I think they're pathetic. You know, and I know they're not aimed for me, a 41-year-old man who's you know, that's not what they're going for. They're going for kids. I get it. But at that price point, I think they're, you know, Lego, I think is kind of overshot themselves with the prices on stuff. Everything in my mind, you know, even I was looking at some of the new city sets, like they got the 2 little race cars. All day, that's a $20 set, and I think it's $30. And just a few of them I looked at, I was just like, this is what I think it should be in my mind, and it's like double that or time and a half. And I'm like, I don't know where they think everybody is going to have all this money, especially since what's recently happened with the economy and what's going to be the fallout of everybody losing their jobs. Because, you know, not to get into economics with you, but the jobs ain't all going to come back, especially in the travel and service industries. You know, if you own a restaurant and you laid off 50 people and you start back up again, you're going to hire maybe 20 back, test the water. And until they find a vaccine for this, I'll be honest with you, I'm not eating out at any restaurants. I may never fly on another plane. I definitely ain't gonna get on a cruise. I'm just gonna stay, keep it like a hermit, and just stay close to home until they find a vaccine. And I get it. I should probably be okay, but you know, I don't want to risk getting somebody else that I'm a loved one sick and then them dying. So I think that changes everything. So Lego, I think, is going to have to figure out something with the prices. But those Nintendo Lego sets, I'm pretty disappointed in them. I guess I should be happy because I'm not going to buy that. And I probably would buy if they came out with, and I think they will. This might be a year or so. A minifig series based on the Mario. Depending on how those come out, I wonder if they would do like different kind of molded heads and whatnot, kind of like the Mega Bloks figures. But I might get in on something like that. But there's really nothing that has been exciting me as far as Lego recently. To be honest, the only thing I've bought in the last 2 months really is food. I've been just buying a lot of food in bulk, rice, things, because I do think, I just don't want to go to the store that often. So when I go, I want to spend a lot of money. But, I mean, it is good to have. I think Lego is a good outlet for, these kids are stuck at home. My kids are both home. Schools are canceled. And depending on if schools start up in the fall, I think Lego is a good thing. Like I said, I'm pretty much going to liquidate my collection. I'm going to keep some stuff, obviously, but I'm thinking about taking down, let me point you over here, some of my towers and just selling off the pieces in the BrickLink store. But because, I don't know, my family kind of has ideas for doing something different out here. So I might lose the man cave altogether and rearrange my situation and move into a smaller room, which this stuff here I have takes up a lot of room. I want to keep my SIG rig right here and the TV and everything for playing card games, but that takes up a lot of space right there. So, I mean, this is a long video, and I'm just kind of ranting and just catching you guys up to speed. As far as me and my family, we're all healthy. We're actually enjoying this time without working and just enjoying spending time as a family. We luckily are fortunate enough that we were pretty used to spending time together as a family. It wasn't nothing new. My wife already kind of worked from home, and I only work 2 days a week, so it's not like I'm losing out on a lot of income by not working. And we have a trampoline, we have a backyard, we live really close to a bike trail that's out in the country. So I don't know if you're familiar with Missouri. There's a bike trail that goes all the way across the state, and some of it is near populated areas. But where we are, it's like there are more people out there now because of the quarantining. But if you go out during the week, there's nobody there where I go. So spending time on biking, getting out. I do feel for you folks that live in the cities or suburbs that are kind of more stuck in your house and with your kids, and it could be more of a challenge, no doubt. But let me know how you guys are doing. I don't know when I'll upload another video. I just wanted to let you guys know, the whole COPPA thing that I did a video on. I think that was probably overblown. I think everybody will be just fine, but I don't know how the ad revenue is doing for folks. I did see Amazon cut all their ads off of Google because they're just so slammed. I can tell you, I just recently, like right before this happened, my Amazon Prime came up for renewal, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna renew it. I wanted to try to buy less off of Amazon, buy less online, basically buy less in general. I was already kind of leaning towards that before this happened. And then this happened. So I don't have Amazon Prime right now. And I recently ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon. And I ordered it like, I don't know, May 3rd. And it just today, which is, what is today? Today is the 18th. It just today shipped. So they're slammed. So I saw they pulled all their ads off of Google. So I'm sure ad revenue is down for everybody out there who does YouTube for a living. Like I mentioned in videos before, I barely ever made any good money on this. So this is not. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm just doing it to catch you guys up to speed. But if there's anything you might be interested in buying from me, and you would want to, whether it's in the Lego City, I don't know if I do have quite a bit of stuff to go through. I got bins in the other room when I made the city smaller that I never got rid of. And I figured now that I'm not working, I could at least take some time every day to try to list stuff on eBay or sell it. I'm going to be selling a bunch of these sorting trays. If anybody would like to have some of those official ones that Lego used to make, Lego cups. I'm just trying to liquidate everything. Eventually, it'd have to be somebody who lives close to me for delivery, and I'll probably post it on the Lug group out of Kansas City because I'm in that Facebook group still. But I have so many of these stack-ons. Actually, I have a whole bunch of the nicer ones too. The black ones that are down here. So I have these down here. I have a bunch of those empty, and I'll be needing to get rid of those. I think of the black ones right now, I probably have like 10 or 15 empty, and I would like to eventually get this down to nothing. So we'll see how long that takes. Like I said, it's at 40% off now. I'll probably go to 50% off eventually, but I'm just gonna see how it goes. I just want to free up some space, free up some stuff in my life, basically. But you guys stay safe out there. Don't go out unless you really have to, and if you do, be careful. And I mean, we have more to worry about than just the virus. With the economy collapses, it's going to get rough, and who knows? People will do crazy things if they have to stay alive. So be safe. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.